All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Evan. I'm with Scott Leroy Marketing. Today we are going to, we're going to be talking about command overview. So we want to make sure that, um, I'm sorry, one moment. We're briefly reviewing command overview and everything the command system has to offer. We do have more specific detailed videos on our YouTube page, Scott Leroy Marketing on YouTube. So make sure to check that out. In the search bar within YouTube, you can put in any of the topics that we go over today, and you will be able to find more information and detailed videos about those topics. We also do have a chat box, so feel free to put your questions in the chat box, and I will do my best to circle back at the end of the class to go over get those answered for you. And then, as always, you can email us at support@scottleroymarketing.com with any questions that we do not get to today at the end of the class. So let's get started. So you should be seeing my command login screen. And to get here, you're going to go to agent.kw.com. Once you get brought to the login screen, you will have two boxes here, one to put your KW username, and the other is going to be your KW password. Keep in mind that your username is not case sensitive. However, your password is. So if there are any capital letters in your password, make sure that those are capitalized and those are put in correctly. Otherwise, you may have some trouble getting in. Additionally, make sure that you do not have any spaces either before or after your password, because that will not allow you access either. By signing in, last thing I'm going to mention about passwords is if you are not sure what these characters are, you can click on this little eyeball on the right and it will show you what these characters are. So you can see your password that you are entering. So once you are all set, then you'll go ahead and click sign in. And it is going to bring you to your command homepage or dashboard. And so we're just going to take a look at the different widgets that are on our dashboard. To start, and I want to point out before I start going through this that yours may look a little different, and the and the reason what is happening, sorry, I'm got some more people a bunch of people trying to join in real quick. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so back to our command. So if yours is looking a little different, there is the ability to customize this. So keep that in mind. As I'm going through this, I'm going to show you how you can customize in just a minute. But to get started, we're going to take a look at the different widgets that are available for our dashboard. So first one is going to be the tasks. And this is where you can see all the different past due and upcoming tasks. You do also have the opportunity to create a task right here from the bottom of the widget on your dashboard. Next, we have a box that allows us to see any upcoming events and stuff with the market center. And that is going to be down here. Notice that there is a drop down. If you have multiple market centers, you can switch through the market centers that you are going to that when you're trying to view. Then you'll be able to see the events from that market center. So you can change that. Next, we have our goals. So once you do set up your goal settings, it's going to keep track of your goal numbers here. And this is going to be in regards to what is actually going on in your command platform. Next, we have our recent leads. It's going to show you here, you are able to see their name and source from where the lead came from and the time frame that they recently came in. Next, we're going to talk about our database health. So here is going to really show you how you're doing in terms of the information that you have in your database. So for this, it's going to tell you what you need to focus on. And then it's also going to give you some metrics to compare you to agents in your market center. Next, we have our notepad. If you need to write down any notes, you can do in the notepad section. It gives you all the options to change the font and everything there. Next, you have your profit share section. You can see any of your profit share information here. And we also have our product updates to see all the new information that's coming and going to be released with Keller Williams in Command. Next, we're going to go over to the right-hand side and click on Customize. All right, this is going to be, sorry for the background noise, working from home. Sometimes there's a few little distractions. All right, so next we have our Customize widget section. So this is going to be all the different widgets that you are able to select and add to your dashboard. If you see, you can select one and you see that it will remove it from the dashboard. And then you can just go ahead and click it again and it'll bring it back. Sorry. Now over here on the right-hand side, you are able to reorder the way that these widgets appear on your dashboard. So if you wanted, say, your tasks to be a little further down, you would be able to move it down. And sponsored events, you can move them up, however you would like to organize that dashboard. And then once you have them in the order that you are happy with, you can click apply. And then you'll be able to see that it has reordered them and it's automatically changed it. And you can see if you like it, play around with it. And then if you want to rechange it, you can just go back and change it. So now we're going to go to the top of our command. You're going to see this dark heading right here. So the first tab that we have is our command tab. So this is going to bring you into your command database, well, your command homepage. And next we have our connect tab. This will bring you into your connect profile. And then the third tab we have is our command MC. This is only available for leadership. So if you're not leadership, don't worry about that. There's videos on command MC for staff if you have questions later. All right, the next little icon that we have, we're going to move over to is going to be our marketplace. Marketplace is going to be where you are able to add any apps such as Twilio to your profile and things like that that you're able to connect on the back end. Okay, sorry about that. We've still got a lot of people joining. Love it. All right, and then next to the marketplace, you have your notifications. Sorry. Do have a request for the recording, guys. Again, this is being recorded. We'll make sure that you get this available to you. It's going to be available on our YouTube page afterwards. All right, next to it is your notification bell. If you have a notification that has not been read yet, you'll be able to tell by the red dot, and you'll also be able to see the little number of unread notifications. Just like your email or your text message on your phone, it shows you here. You can click on this, and you're going to see that you have both unread and read notifications. So if you have already opened it and you want to go back and check on it later, then you'll be able to click on the red. You can also click on the all notifications and it will show all of them together. All right, the next part we're going to go to is your name right here at the top. When you click on this, it's going to bring a drop down. The first thing that I want to point out in this section is if you are a part of a team and you have a team command, you will see that both accounts in this section right here. So the way to know which account you are currently in is your personal account. Have your name followed by personal underneath, and your team profile is going to have your team name as well as your role that is on the team. You can tell which profile you are in because whichever one is on the top is going to be the one that you are currently viewing. So keep that in mind. And then if you want to toggle between the two, you'll just need to go ahead and click on the one that's not currently in. So when you click on it, it's just going to switch it over for you. And you'll see now that this is the one you are currently in. All right, we're going to switch back to the personal one. All right, so below that, we have our referrals profile, and then we have my profile settings, command training, and our logout button. So let's go ahead and go to my profile, and we'll click on that. All right, so once we're in our my profile, it is going to bring you to a page that is showing all of the public facing information. So it's going to be information about you. The first thing I want to talk about on this page is over on the right-hand side. You're going to see that it says display my profile on KW.com. You have the option here if choosing yes or no. So just keep that in mind. If you want this information to be public so that people can view this information about you, then you're going to want to make sure that it is turned on and highlighted. Yes. If you don't want it, then make sure it is highlighted. Over here is the no. All right, so scrolling down, you're going to see that you have your about me information in here. And if you need to edit this information, you can click on the edit button at the top. And then it's going to allow you to edit your about me. Keep in mind that your real estate license is not able to be edited by you. So if this information is not showing up or it is incorrect, you will need to reach out to your market center staff to have this updated for you. And then below that, we have our contact information. This is going to show you the phone number of how clients are able to reach out to you. So make sure that this is a number that you would like to be displayed. So on the left-hand side, Now we're going to go click on the My KW, and it's towards the top a little bit. All right, so once we get into My KW, this is all of the internal information about you. So this is not public information. This is the information that you provided when you were signing up for KW with your Market Center and your profile, when you created your profile initially. So under system information, you're going to find your KW email and your login credentials. And you do have the ability to manage and edit that as well. Next, we have personal information. So you'll see all of that. Beneficiary, profit share, bank account, and your sponsor information as well. Going back over to the left-hand side, we have my affiliations. So you're going to be able to see that market center that you are connected to in command, which you can see there is Scott has a lot. And if you click on that market center, it's just going to show you your role and the start date at that particular market center. All right, so we're going to go back to command homepage. And this is going to bring us back to the dashboard. And now we're going to go back to our name on the dropdown. And we're going to go into our settings. So once we click on settings, this is going to bring you to your integrations tab. So what this means is this is where you can find all of your connected applications that are connected to command. So when we're looking at this page, on the left-hand side, you're going to see all of the available integrations. In the middle, you're going to see their status and whether or not they're connected. And on the right-hand side, you're going to be able to manage those connections. So scrolling down, you see that we have DocuSign, Dotloop, Facebook, Instagram, all these different options for you. And once you get to email services, I do want to point out that you're going to see command email. So let's go over to the right-hand side. We're going to click on manage. So this is going to give you the opportunity to update the sender name and the reply to email. What this means is when you go to send out an email campaign, it's going to go through command mail. And sorry, got some more people coming in. So if you want to update the sender name, you can do that here, which means it goes send out a command email, and it's gonna have a different name here. The reply to email is going to show what the email is going to show that it comes from. So you have email that it's going to pull from the white pages, your Keller Williams email address. If you have a recovery email address set up, your marketing profile, it's going to pull different email addresses from different places. So you can also input your own if you wanted to here. So you can delete this and add one. So just make sure that you look at this information and see where the email's coming from. Then down at the bottom, it does keep track of your monthly account usage. So you do have 5,000 available emails per month that you are able to send. So once you do hit that amount, it is going to have you manage your subscription just to purchase additional emails. Guys, for all the new people in, if you're just joining us, feel free to drop any questions in the chat and we're going to circle back at the end. And this is being recorded, so you will have access to this video later on our YouTube channel, Scott Leroy Marketing. Okay. So let's go over to the left-hand side. You're going to see that we have quite a few different options of settings. Some of these are a little more advanced, so I'm not going to go over them, all of them today. Click on Connect Settings, and then we're going to click on Marketing Profile. So your marketing profile is the information. The marketing profile is the information that is going to show on your website and app and things like that. So again, we are in our marketing profile through our settings in the top here. So this is going to first section here to use my information to brand my agent site. If this is toggled off, then this information will not appear on your website. So you always want to make sure that if your information's missing on your website, this may be most likely be the reason why. So you always want to make sure it is toggled on and looks like this. If you do not want your information to be shown, then that's not an issue. Just make sure you toggle that off. Some people want it, some people don't. It's completely up to you. All right. So the next part is going to be your photo. You see that there is a required asterisk next to it, so it does require you to have something here. All right, so I'm sorry, there's a lot of a lot of things popping up from Zoom. All right, so you see, like I said, you see that there's a spot for your headshot. There's also a spot for your team logo. One thing I do want to point out there is make sure that you do have a logo in this space. Here, the reason is being when you go to send out an email campaign, for instance, there's automatically going to be 2 spots for logos. So if you do not have anything in the team logo section, it is just going to show up as a broken image, and it's just going to kind of look tacky. So some examples of what you can put in here are the standard KW logo, like you see here. You can do your Market Center DBA logo, or you can add one of your like a personalized logos. So whatever works for you and your business. But I definitely would recommend putting something there. Here under my details, you're going to just put some of your basic information regarding your business. Keep in mind that anything with this red star right here means that it is required in order to save the profile. Scrolling down, we do have an affiliation section. Once you click on the drop down, you can see all of the military different options based on whatever pertains to you. You do have a biography section as well. Keep in mind that this is required in order to save the profile. So if you do not have a biography right away, just make sure to type in something like a period or TBD, whatever you would like to fill in there. You can also look up generic biographies if you'd like, but that's just to bypass that little asterisk. So when you're trying to save your profile, next we have some contact information, followed by your brokerage information. Compliance pieces. So if you have any required compliance pieces that you need to use on your marketing profile, make sure you put that in here. We do recommend reaching out to your Market Center staff so they can determine exactly what you need. Then we have spots for your social media handles, followed by your Google Analytics ID. you'll go ahead and click on the save button when you are all set, and it'll give you this pop-up that it was saved successfully. All right. Sorry, I got more people joining in. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and click on the home button to get back to our command homepage or the dashboard. And what we're going to do now is go through all of the widgets that are on the left-hand side here. So as a reminder of what I said in the beginning of class, for those of you who are just joining us, we're doing command overview. And I'm just going to briefly go through the different applets that we have within the command system. So if you need any more for detailed information, you can check out our YouTube channel. We do have videos for these and more in depth, which is Scott Leroy Marketing, where you can search by topic and find a ton of classes and tip videos. Or you can send us an email, support@scottleroymarketing.com. Okay. So we're going to go through these different applets. And the first what we're going to do is, if you want to see these in a different way instead of just the icons, you are able to click on this red KW here at the top. And this is actually going to pop open them for you if you have a preference to see them that way. So some people prefer it, some don't, whatever works for you best. All right, so the first one we're going to go to is contacts. So contacts is going to be the first one right under home. All right, so contacts is where all of your contacts are going to your task follow up the reminders. I'm sorry about that. Your tasks are going to be right. Sorry, I have 30 things popping up at once. All right, so you have your contacts followed by your tasks, your smart plans, referrals, opportunities, campaigns, reports, designs, listings, and consumer. These are the different sections within your command. And like I said, we're going to go through each one of them. All right, so I think somebody's trying to screen share. I'm sorry about this. I'm just like, this notification keeps popping up and it's just throwing me off just a little bit. Sorry. Okay. All right. Once you're in your contact database, this is what it should look like. So some of you may have more contacts, some of you may not have any contacts yet. The way to add contacts to your database, you're going to go to the right-hand side and you have two options. So you can click on the import. This is going to allow you to upload a spreadsheet of contacts to be able to bulk add them into your database. There is a template that you're able to download from the top here, and it is going to allow you to upload your spreadsheet into your database. It is a little confusing and finicky, so I would definitely recommend sending us your spreadsheet and your username and password, and we'll be able to do that for you. Make sure we get them in. We do also have the add contact. So if you go ahead and click on that, you are able to add all of your contact information. You have the option to add a lead, and you can add a tag to the contact. If you're not familiar with what that is, basically a way to group together specific contacts based off of commonalities that they share. And you click on the add more information here. You'll see that we have a ton of more options of information that you can add and drop down. So there's all different kinds of great information you can add. The next section we're going to go over, we have our search here, which allows you to search for contacts. You gives you the options to search by first name, your last name, email. You can search by their physical address if you'd like to, if you have that information in, or you can just search everything. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I did forget that after this add contact, we have these three dots here. These three dots allow the export options. So you have the option to either export all of your own contacts. You can export mailing labels, and you can export in CSV format, and export mailing labels in PDF format. And they do have this new option to check for duplicates also. So that is pretty cool and something new that they have recently released. All right, so next we have filters. Currently, we do show that we have a filter on. So if you're looking to find a specific contact based off of certain information, you can create a filter. So if we wanted to set, let's say we want to, let's see. So if we wanted to search by a lead, we just select the tag and we go ahead and click apply. And it's going to pull up. And we have the database class too. So we actually don't have any currently with that lead, but you can search by any tags that have been created using that tag. And you can filter just those contacts using that tag. You can use, say, this tag, whatever tag you'd like. There are other options to search as well for lead sources, agent site connections. You can search neighborhoods. There's a bunch of different filter options for you. You can also use the advanced filter, and the advanced filter is going to allow you, it's a little bit confusing sometimes, but again, we do have videos about this. So you can search where you want to search for company type, tags. There's all different options. So let's say tags. You can do includes any, includes all, excludes, things like that. So if you're missing a tag and you want to figure out which tag you're missing from a contact, you can do so by doing that and doing excludes any, and then select the tag. So let's do what was the tag? But by basically typing in the tag name there and then clicking apply. All right, and then we do have our smart view option as well. And a smart view is essentially creating a saved filter. So if you are constantly searching for particular contacts, you can create a smart view. Let's say that you're frequently looking for contacts that live on Main Street because you want to send them information. You can go ahead and create that filter and then save it as a smart view. And then you can save the smart view changes. If you made any changes with that, you can save that here. All So looking at our dashboard down here, we're going to take a look at our dark header. This is going to provide all the information up at the top of the information that is displaying below. So if there's anything that is missing that you would like to add, you can do so. You do have the ability to customize the columns. So if we were to click on customize columns, all right. Sorry, somebody keeps requesting to share their screen. Here, then you can choose which columns you would like to see on your on that header. You can also order the view of what you're seeing here by just sliding and moving it around. So if you want maybe the tags towards the end and you want the primary email a little bit closer, you can do so and just click apply, and it will change the order of those for you. You can also scroll over, as this sometimes can get kind of long, depending on what you have selected. So if you have the more stuff you have selected, the longer this is going to be. So right now we are in a list view, which is this icon right here. So if we were to click, this will change the way we view our contacts. And you'll see that the header has been removed and now it has expanded all of our contacts. You can see a little bit more information at one time. So it's really just based off of your preference on how you'd like to see these. I'm gonna turn this off for just a second. We'll do all contacts. So over here, you can see that we do have also the number of contacts that you can see at any given time. So if you have a lot of contacts, there are some people have thousands of contacts. If you wanted to just see 10 contacts at a time, then you just do that, and then you would just scroll through each page. Or you can do 100 contacts at a time, whatever works best for you and how you like to view it. And then if you just say, if you had the 1 through 100, you could just scroll through the first 100 pages. You can do up to 500 contacts at one time. So I need a sip of my water. All right. Okay, last thing we're going to talk about today in the contacts is if you want to see inside the contact card, you can go ahead and click on the contact name. It is going to bring up their contact card and information on the left-hand side. You can see all the information about that contact that you have put in. And on the right-hand side, you are able to see all of the activity for that contact that you have created. So if you have set up on smart plans, remove smart plans, things like that, you'll be able to see it here. All right, next we're going to go on to our tasks. Task is going to be the next icon down on the line. All right. So this is going to bring up all of your tasks. You're going to see up at the top that we have 3 separate lists. We have our to-do, our completed list, and we have our archived list. In order to create a new task, we're going to go to the right-hand side and click on the create new task. When we do, that is going to open up the ability for us to start putting in our task information. So you can put in their name, you can put in the link contacts, or you can do link opportunity. And then you'll just continue to put in the additional information about the task. And when you're all set, you're going to go ahead and click on create, and then it will add it to your to-do. On the next one, completed, So if you click on this, it will show you your completed tasks, tasks that you've completed in the past, anything that you have done. You have your archive, which are basically going to be anything that you have removed from the view from your completed list already. So this is where they will be filtered for the archived. Next, we're going to go into smart plans. Give me one moment. Okay. In our smart plans, you're going to see that it automatically brings you to my smart plans. So before I go any further in this, I'm going to go and show you our second tab, which is our library. So if you go ahead and click on this, this is going to bring you to the KW Smart Plan Library. So what this is all of the smart plans that people have pre-made, ready to go, ready to use for you. Basically, they're communication plans that you can add to your smart plans and then get your contacts on them. So this is a really great way to start out if you are new, or even if you've played around a little bit but with them, but you want to utilize ones that are already created. It's just going to save you a lot of time. So when you do go into your library, the first thing you're going to see is the featured smart plan. So these are going to be a little bit more of the popular ones. And you're going to see like the number, you can see the number of people that have downloaded them, the star reviews that they've received. You can also see the description of what it is about. So it gives you all the information so you can kind of tell if that's what you're looking for or not. You can also see the total touches, meaning how many times that it's going to contact, going to communicate with that contact. So once you click, you can click view steps and you can add the smart plan to your library if you would like. Or if you think you know what you want to add this, you can just hit add smart plan from here if you didn't want to view the steps. So keep in mind that you do have to add a smart plan to your smart plan list, so that way you can add it to your contacts. All right, in order to add contacts, it's sorry, I don't know who keeps requesting to share the screen. It's just distracting, sorry. It's just to keep in mind that the last thing I want to show you that this page is we do have a search bar up at the top. So you can start typing in and search for any kind of smart plan that you're looking for. And it'll populate all the different results for you. So you see here, there's 269 that have something to do with Thanksgiving. So you're able to search as well. And you can just look and see which one you may be interested in. So once you do go ahead and add a smart plan, we're going to go and click on My Smart Plans tab. And it is going to show up in this list here. So these are all of your smart plans that you are working with. We do have a lot of them. So if you want to see if it's an active smart plan, you just look at the contact and you can see if they have let's see if we have a little eyeball with the number next to it. It means that is the currently active. So this is the number indicates how many contacts you currently have on this smart plan. And then over on the right hand side, under our action columns, You have the ability to add a contact right from here, or you can click on the pencil icon, which will bring you into the editor. The editor to make edits to the smart plan if you wanted to. And the other button is going to either copy, publish to library, or delete the smart plan, which this cannot be done currently because we do have somebody on this one. So you would have to do it to one that is not currently being used. You can also create from using this button here. So if you click on this, it's going to open up the smart plan editor for you to start creating your own smart plan. So this is an option as well. However, take a look at the library first. That is my suggestion. And see how you can see what you can find see if you can find what you're looking for from there through the library, because these ones are creating it's not that easy. But again, we do have videos and we are able to assist you with that. Next, we're going to go to the referral network. All right, so when we click on referrals, this is going to bring us to our overview dashboard. So at the top, you're going to see an overview of your referrals business. Below that is going to be my referral network. So these are all agents that you have added to your referral network. Up in the top right corner, you have your new referral button. So if you click on this, you have two options. You can either find an agent, or you can select an agent that is already in your network to send a referral to. And you'll go ahead and put in your referral information, and then you will click on send, and it will send that referral out. Now, if you're looking at this and you're like, how do I add someone to my referral network? Still people joining, yay. And I don't see my screen is totally blank. That is normal. So the way to do that is by going to the map tab over here at the top. So I'm actually going to skip over my referral. We're going to go to the map. So when we click on this, this is going to provide a map where you can find all KW agents to be able to add to your network or send referrals. So we do have a search bar up at the top, and you're going to see the second box, and is going to give us the ways that we can search the map. So if we click on the drop down, we do have a few options. We have production, market centers, my network, and referral patterns. And then you can just start typing in whatever search criteria you want, and it is going to pull up the information for that area. And you're going to start seeing numbers start to populate. Sorry, it's just gonna. And if you scroll in a little bit more, should start to show you. There it goes. It'll populate the agents and show you the agent information over here as well that you are seeing on the screen. So if you were looking for just somebody in general, not something specific, this is a great way to find people. And you are able to also click on them and see their referral profile. So the referral profile is what you're going to be from here. This is what that information shows. Okay. Now over here, you can go ahead and click on the filter option, icon rather than in the right corner. When we click on that, we're able to put in whatever information we're looking for in in an agent, and then you'll go ahead and click apply. So this is if you want to look for a little bit more specifics, this is a great way to do that. Once you click apply filter, you'll see that it does start updating the choices and the options here. From there, you can click on the agents, either again on the drop down, or when you click on the agent and it will open their referral profile. If you want to just see the drop, you just click on the drop down and it's going to provide their information for you here as well, their statistics and things like that. And then you have two icons. So the first one is going to be add this agent to your referral network. And the second is going to be send them a referral. So let's go back over to the left. We're going to go back to my referrals. Make sure this loads completely. Okay. So in this section, this is just keeping track of all of your referral business. So you're able to see all of your sent and all of your received referrals. So now we're going to go to our, approved. Now we're going to go to our opportunities. So your opportunities is where all of your transactions are going to live. So on this page, keep in mind that if you are part of a team, your team profile is going to auto default. So you're going to see that your team is the first tab. Then it is going to be your personal individual pipeline. So you just want to make sure that you keep that in mind when you're creating an opportunity. It is going to go under the opportunity is going to go under the right pipeline. So when we're looking at our opportunities dashboard, the first thing over to the right-hand side, you have the ability to import. So if we click on this, it's going to give you the option to import loops from .loop if that is a platform that you're currently using. And then you also have the ability to create an opportunity. So if you click on that, you're going to see here that you're going to have all of the information. And remember that the red star does mean that it is required in order to save the opportunity. So once you put in that information, and I do want to go ahead and remind you, if you are part of multiple market centers, you will want to select the correct market center. Opportunities are not able to be transferred. So if you create it under the wrong market center, you will have to recreate it under the correct market center. So once you have all the necessary information, you can create that. And that's once you hit create, that's going to add it to your pipeline, whether it be a listing, buyers. It's going to go and add it for you. There's also the lease option as well. All right, and at the bottom, list of closings, the ratios. With each pipeline, we have different stages. It's going to show you, and then we have an icon, and there's a number below it. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little confused myself here. So give me just a second. My apologies. Okay, yeah. So the number underneath here is going to indicate how many transactions are currently within this stage. Below that, you have your volume, and you have the average time that a transaction is in that particular stage. Going towards the right-hand side, you do have your GCI column. This shows you your potential income and your probable income. And these, let's see, and what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry. For these numbers, you can tell they will you can tell that they will adjust based off of the transactions moving throughout the pipeline. So these numbers will fluctuate the potential probable income. So if you see those number change, that is normal. The last thing I'll point out here, in order to see the actual opportunities, you will go ahead and click on the you can click all opportunities, and this is going to pull up the list, kind of like the list view for the opportunities. And you can click on the direct opportunity from here, or you can click on the stage and click on it from here as well. So this will bring you into the individual opportunity. This is going to give you all of the opportunity details, the information where you can see the details, your uploaded documents, your offers and commissions tab. You do have your notes section and timeline. So next you're going to go over to our campaigns. All right, so this is our campaigns dashboard. So the first thing that I suggest looking at is at the right-hand side. I'm sorry. The paid ad quick start. It's a great way to start. Says, sorry. It is a great way to get started, as it says you're going to have the ability to manage your social posts and email channels, your paid ad channels. What that means, it's going to bring you to the integrations page, so you can make sure that your social media profiles are set up and connected to Command. So when you create a campaign, they're going to go out the third link. The third link is the paid ad quick start. So if you click on this, it's going to bring you to the paid ad section, and it's going to have a ton of education where you can go to set up your paid ads. Scrolling down, you have some quick posts and you have some tips and trainings. If we scroll back to the top, on the right-hand side, you're going to see a button that says Create Campaign. So if you click on that, this is where you are able to set up your campaign. So you could choose between direct mail, if you're physically mailing out like postcards to your customers, or clients' email is going to be, I'm sorry, so email is going to be if you're sending like an email campaign. Social post is anything that you're doing through social media. And then you also have paid ads, which is like doing ads on social media or just different websites and things like that. So basically, that's like a targeted post that you're posting on social media that's going to be sent through a specific demographic. So you can just click on whichever one you are looking to create, and then it will then bring you into the editor to start creating that. So if we're up at the top, you're going to see that we have a few different tabs here. If we click on paid ads, again, you're going to have all of your helpful links to the right. Below, you have the ability to click on whatever the goal of your campaign, and it's going to help you tailor that and create that particular paid ad. You have some education again at the bottom, and you have an overview of all the paid ads and that you have either started or in draft. So if you had anything, it would show up here. So if you started any, they're in drafts, they would just show up here. Emails. So on the top, you're going to have your email metrics, and then you're going to have an overview of all of your emails, campaigns that you've created and sent. Next, we're going to click direct mail. Again, these are pretty much the same. So direct mail is, again, our metric at the top, followed by an overview of all of our direct mail. And social post campaigns. This is where you're able to create live and scheduled posts. So if you want to create a post, you can just find the date that you would like it to go out, click create post, and you can start creating that social post to go. Next, we're going to click on reports. Sorry. Okay. So reports, this is our reporting section. This is where you find all of your reports. The first thing on your dashboard is going to give you an overview of your database. So this is going to tell you how your database is doing, the source of where your leads are coming from your contacts, rather. We also have our database health information and our database activity score. Up at the top, next, we're going to click on reports. So if we click on the hyperlink, you're going to see that we do have a few different options here. We have our database report goals and opportunities report. So you can pick whichever one you're looking for. And remember that more information you put in command, the more information you will get out of these. You also have the option to export them here at the top on the right-hand side. Next, we do have our goals. So this is where you're able to set up your goal settings, and you can do that by clicking on goal settings over here in the top right. This is going to bring you to a third-party page, or maybe not a third party, but just an additional page. You'll get your goal settings set up. And then this page is going to show you all of the metrics of how you are doing in terms of the goal that you have set up. Next, at the top, we have lead routing. So I'm actually not going to click on this because it doesn't apply to most of the agents. This is only going to be for rainmakers who are responsible for a team. So that would be where you'd go for that. If this does not apply to you, then you should not have this tab. If it does apply to you, then you should see it. But yeah, you can set up specific lead routes from here. All right, on the next button to the right, we have emails. So this is just going to provide you with email metrics based off the emails that you sent. And then we have text and calls. So again, this will show you the metrics of your text and calls from if you have like Twilio set up for your accounts and connected. That's where this is going to pull those metrics out. So you can find all that great information here. Next, we have our Designs tab. So when we get to designs, this is going to show you all of the designs that you're currently working with and that are in your design database or platform. If you look at the top right corner, you have two options. You can either import a design. So if you have already created a design through Canva, you can go ahead and import it, or you can create a design here. So if you click on that, it is going to bring you to the Keller Williams Design Center, where you can find pre-made graphics and templates that you can just plug your information in and pictures to create your design. Next, we're going to go to our listings. So this is where you're able to connect your KWLS with your command, so that way your listings are coming into your command. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and click Sync My MLS. And this is going to bring up these options. You can sync by a listing address, or you can browse by MLS number. So once you search and type in the information, say 123 Main, then you're going to find your listing. Once you found it, you're going to click in the top right corner. And then it's going to give you the options that you're going to have to confirm whether you're the primary or the co-listing agent of that listing. So you will just select whichever one applies, and then it is going to send an email to the email that is on the file with the listing in the MLS. So once you get that email verification, you'll verify it, and then it will connect your MLS to your command within about 72 hours. Your listings will start to auto-populate in here from there, so you're able to it's really functional, where the information will be able to just auto-populate into your page here. And then you can pull them into your smart plans, and all of that information will automatically show into smart plans as well. And last, we're going to click on consumer. So this is going to bring you into the back end of your website. So I'm actually going to start, actually start on this page. So this is the new website for those of you who have not upgraded to the new website yet. Yours may look a little different. So if you do have the old website and your screen is looking different, we do have past videos that do go over the old website, but for now I'm going to be going over the new one, since I think most people are or have transitioned over already. So the new agent website, this is what it looks like in terms of the back end. So as we scroll, you're going to see your subdomain for your URL. So right here, this is the URL for your website. You have your app URL below it that you want to send out to your clients so they can register for your app under your specific URL. The reason being is when they do that, then you're going to have the Big Brother access and be able to see their activity on the app. So when they're scrolling and looking at things, you can see what they're doing. You do have your preferences here. So if you want to display this information, you are able to. You also have forced registration. This is going to make sure that if you wanted people to be on your website scrolling through properties, they are able to up to a certain number. So if they search two properties, and then they would be forced to basically create a login to register. Once they do that, they enter their information and save it. It will automatically go into your contact database, and it'll have a little blue L next to it as a lead. So that's pretty nifty. Once you click edit my website, this is going to take you like into the back end, which again, we do have more videos of this on our YouTube channel. Here is the direct link to your website. If you're on a team and you have not created your team website, which is a new feature, it's pretty cool. If you have, you can just click on your name here, and then it will show you the option to switch over to your team backend website manager. So you switch it over, and then now it's the team information. You do have some quick start options here, such as creating a landing page, which is pretty cool. Landing pages are back. And then you do also have other links here that, your custom pages you've created and things like that. Again, we do have videos I go into more detail about these things. If you would like, you can also reach out to us at support@scottleroymarketing.com. If you have any questions, we'd be more than happy to answer them for you. I know we ran over a little bit of an hour. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.